What is good, y'all? Welcome to my New York City food tour. This is your boy Chuck D, and I can't wait to share all the fun and great places I went to in New York, mostly Asian food and pizza, two of my favorite things, so I hope you enjoy this food video. What is good, y'all? I finally made it to New York. It took me longer to get from the airport to Chinatown than the flight itself, which is pretty crazy. Traffic and lights were nuts, but I am finally here, going to my first spot, which I have been to before. It's called Mei Lai Wah, and I just ordered up some stuff, and we are about ready to eat our first meal. All right, y'all, we got our first food stop here. Got a pork bun right here. I've been here before. It's been over a year though. Still just as good as I remember. Roast pork bun. All right, next up is a chicken sticky rice. This I have not had before. It's crazy looking though. It's like a chicken omelet on top of sticky rice. I had something similar here last time, but it was not this. But this is crazy. And it is delicious. All right, next up, we have some beef rice rolls. I don't think I've ever had beef rice rolls before. I've definitely had rice rolls before, but not a beef one. Everything is good, like crazy good. Fresh. In fact, I had to wait to get a couple of the dishes because they didn't have any fresh made, so they had to make some fresh ones. This rice roll is going to be extremely difficult to eat. Holy mackerel. Wow. So the beef rice roll, it's okay. It's lacking a little flavor for me. I probably should have got the pork one. But it's not bad. Probably my least favorite so far out of everything. And last but not least, we have one of the classics, shumai. These look really good. They don't look like your average shumai that you get at, like, you know, the Chinese and Japanese buffets. These are massive, stuffed with a lot of filling in there. I believe I got one more thing. I think this was the pineapple bun. You can't go to this spot without getting a pineapple bun. This one's fire. It's like sweet on top with the pineapple, and then the inside is obviously savory with the chashu pork. This one is fire. Wow. Just made it to my next spot. This place is called Fuzhou. I'm probably butchering that name. They specialize in Fuzhou cuisine. I've never been here. It was highly recommended, so I am going to check this out and see what they got. What up, y'all? So this place was not as good as I expected it to be. It did come highly recommended. The dumplings were decent. They did have a little bit of an odd flavor. I can't quite place it, but
They did not taste like your typical chive dumpling that I'm used to. The noodles were okay, but they were supposed to be a peanut noodle, and I tasted absolutely no peanut sauce. They were kind of a little flavorless, to be quite honest. So I was a little bit disappointed. There was a lot of people there. It was really busy. So I don't know if I just got an off meal or I just didn't care for it. But nonetheless, it wasn't terrible.
What up, y'all? We are at Sal's Pizzeria in Williamsburg. We're at the Williamsburg location. I believe the original one is Manhattan. There's a few different ones. So yeah, I know Sal's is, classic pizza for New York. I've heard mixed reviews. Looks pretty good. I've watched so much David Portnoy reviews that I don't want this to sound like a David Portnoy review. So, classic slice here. I mean, this is what a slice should do in New York when you fold it like this. We don't want too much flop. This is looking pretty perfect, actually. So, let's check this out. You know, when you think of a New York sliced piece of pizza, this is what you think about. Thin, a little crispy on the bottom. Cheese is nice, a little oily. You know, it's okay. It's a typical New York slice, nothing special. Sauce is not very distinctive anyway, but it's okay. Sal's Pizzeria. I'm not going to give it a number. I'm not going to give it a, 7 point whatever. It's a solid slice. You can't go wrong. This would be a great slice when you're drunk. All right, we are at Williamsburg Pizza. This was another spot in my list, and since I am staying in Williamsburg, I am going to try to hit as many spots in Williamsburg as I can. So we'll see what is good with this one. This is the Bianca slice. And just to give you an idea, this was $4.75 for this slice. Also, by the way, this was a reheat. I could have got a fresh cheese slice, but she had already threw this one in, so I was cool with it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So obviously my camera went into automatic slow-mo for no reason at all, but that's okay. I'll take the time to narrate just a little bit. Williamsburg Pizza was great. It was definitely a very solid New York slice, without a doubt. One of the better slices that I had this trip, so I would highly recommend Williamsburg Pizza. There are several locations, and I had the Blanco slice, which was really, really good.
All right, what is good? I am at Artichoke Basille's Pizza. Artichoke pizza, basically. And what do you think I got? I got the artichoke pizza slice. Because, well, I'm at Artichoke Pizza. So when they told me this slice was $7.57, I was a little in sticker shock, but check this bad boy out. This thing is fucking massive. Holy shit. And it's a big boy. It's thick, it's heavy. It's fucking bananas, really. Wow. This is the biggest fucking slice of pizza I've ever had in my life. Very unique. I don't know how to explain the cheese. that's very unique. It's super creamy, man. I don't even know what kind of cheese this is, but it is very, very, very creamy. I cannot put my finger on it.
Do you like that slice?
It's good. It's big. The cheese is really unique. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I would try it. It's not like any other pizza I've ever had. But like when they said that the slice was $7.50, I was like, holy shit! But I mean, it's a giant. It covered my whole fucking face. It's a big fucking slice, man.
Can I do is it artichoke?
Yeah.
Can I do one artichoke, one vodka pepperoni?
Man, I don't know how to call it. It's like the craziest cheese I've ever. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, I don't know how to explain this pizza. It's literally the most unique pizza I've ever had. It tastes good. The cheese is actually really. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's flavorful. It tastes good, but it's just so weird. I know you guys aren't gonna be able to tell from like looking at it, but it's like milky. The cheese is like milky and creamy, but not like cream cheese. It's very hard to explain. It's not bad. The dough is very, very dense. Very dense. I mean, it's soft and crunchy, but it's just very, very dense. Very unique piece of pizza. It's good though. Yeah, day number 2 in New York. It's funny, everybody's walking away now, but literally 5 minutes ago, there was like a full line for this little breakfast cart here. So I didn't get a sandwich. I wanted to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, but the empanadas were fresh and looked really good. So I got an empanada. All right, so of course I had to get a cafe con leche and one of these homemade empanadas. Let's take a bite. Delicious. Oh, what is good? We are at Bad Bagel in Williamsburg. These bagels look really good. I've been checking them out since yesterday, and I figured I'd stop here first thing in the morning for a bagel. You can't come to New York and not get a bagel, right? So these look really nice. I'm gonna check this shit out. It's a pretty decent bagel. I mean, I would consider myself somewhat of a bagel aficionado. And these are solid. I didn't get it toasted because he said they were fresh, and they are fresh. And it's a really nice bagel. Nice amount of cream cheese. Of course, I got the everything bagel. Good stuff. Bad Bagel. Well, if you're in Williamsburg and you're craving a bagel, I would definitely give Bad Bagel a try. So there's no way I can make this video without saying a huge, huge thank you to my very, very generous and beautiful friend, Scott. Not only has he lent me his wonderful apartment in Williamsburg, but he also left me a car to drive, a motorcycle to drive if I want to. He's a beautiful human being. I've been friends with him for quite a long time. And Scott, I love you. Thank you so much for your generosity. All right, what is good, y'all? We are at another infamous pizza spot in New York. We are at Joe's Pizza. I've been wanting to come here for so long. This is what we got, Joe's Pizza. Look at that beautiful New York slice. Delicious. I gotta say, this is the best pizza slice already. I can tell right off the bat that we've had so far. The sauce, the cheese, the dough. Now this is an amazing slice of pizza. Wow. You know what's crazy is if you look at this slice compared to the other couple places, they look similar. New York slices look similar, but the flavor, the delicacy of the dough, this is a proper piece of pizza. Joe's Pizza, you live up to the hype, baby. And by the way, this was a reheat. All right, we finally did it. We waited in the line. We got Lindustrie Pizza. So I was here at about 11:45. There was no one here. So I went and ate Joe's, came back to a madhouse. But here we are. Lindustrie Pizza, the infamous Lindustrie. I did just see the owners. I forgot their names, but the same dudes you see on all the TV and blogs. But here it is, Lindustrie Pizza. This is not a reheat, it's fresh. Wow. Man, this is good. Look at how thin that pizza is. I mean, it's like as thin as this plate almost. Look at that. Wow. The hype is real, folks. It's very good pizza. Wow. I hate to go against a classic place like Joe's because like Lindustrie just opened, but I think this is the best pizza so far.
Business is business, I get it.
Lindustrie Pizza, babe. Wow. This has got to be the thinnest pizza that's not like bar pizza I've ever had that maintains a chew. The problem with really thin pizza, like there's a spot in Detroit, I won't mention the name, but it's highly regarded as probably the best pizza in Detroit. I don't really think so because it's super thin, but it's like eating a cracker. And like, I don't want my pizza to be like a cracker. Like, I need my pizza to have a little bit of chew. Like, it can be crispy, just like this. And it's got crunch. But it also is chewy. Like you get with a fermented dough. Like, I want to know your dough is fermented. If it tastes like a cracker and it's brittle, how can you can't taste or feel the fermentation. Wow. I just devoured that slice. All right, well, that's a review. Lindustrie Pizza. Top-notch pizza. So far, I am going to say the best pizza I've had in New York. On this trip, at least. Maybe, period. There's some damn good pizza. All right, another stop on the New York City food journey. We are at David's Brisket House, another highly recommended spot that I've been wanting to try. We are finally here. Let's step inside and see what's going on.
Right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. We are at Dave's Brisket House, an old school classic deli known for their brisket. Of course, I got the brisket sandwich. They got corned beef, pastrami, all kinds of different stuff, but I went for their famous classic. I got a small brisket sandwich. I've had a long couple days of eating, so I don't think I could tackle a big one, but of course, we got a Dr. Brown's Black Cherry. If you go to a deli, man, you just got to get a Dr. Brown's. And here we go. This is the small brisket sandwich. Got some au jus here. Let's give it a try. Very tender, very soft. Really good sandwich. The au jus is very nice. Got some old dill pickles on the side. My favorite. Well, I would say the brisket is good. It's juicy. It's soft, tender, flavorful. Definitely everything you would want out of a brisket sandwich. The au jus is very tasty. I want to say it's got a hint of like star anise in there or something like that, but a very distinctive flavor nonetheless. Thinly sliced beef. Very nice. One more bite of this juicy brisket here. Thumbs up, Dave. If you're in New York and you want some brisket or a nice deli sandwich, I would say give Dave's a try. I am very happy to say I am at Gray's Papaya. Yeah, it's just a hot dog, but you know what? I haven't been here in like 10 years, and I am super stoked to grab one. And it's raining. Oh yeah, we got two dogs with their famous onions, ketchup, mustard, mayo, all the stuff, and their infamous pineapple juice. Oh yeah. Man, no hot dog tastes like this. It's their special onion concoction that really makes it. It's like onion and kind of tomatoey, spicy. Hard to explain. But if you've never had a Gray's Papaya, you should definitely check one out when you come to New York. Good stuff. And the pineapple juice. Not sure why that's a thing here, but it's really good. They also do have a papaya drink. I don't think I've ever tried that. I usually get the pineapple juice. Man, and that pineapple juice really hits the spot. There we go, Gray's Papaya. New York City, baby. This place never gets old, man. What is good, y'all? Another day in New York City. Right now, I am in Flushing, right in front of the New World Mall. This is a gigantic melting pot of Asian food, culture, you name it. There's so much stuff here, so many food options. It's always hard to decide what to eat. I've been here before, but last time I was here, I didn't get a lot of time to spend. So we're about to jump in and see what we got. All right, y'all, we are downstairs in the basement of New World Mall. This is just a food court of all Asian food, of all kinds of different varieties. This place is amazing. If you have not been to Flushing, I highly recommend you check out the food court down here. And also the whole area is just jam-packed with different kinds of food. So this is a great place to come if you like Asian food. You will lose your mind. So let's jump in and see what we could try here. All right, I am at the first stop. These are some pork Bao Dumplings. And most things are not written in English here, a lot of the food stalls. But I asked the lady what her food stall was called, and she said it was called the 6-8 food stall. And the reason for that, which I did not know, is the 6 and 8 are lucky numbers in Chinese culture. So that's the reason for the name of their stall, which is pretty interesting. I did not know that. So we're gonna go ahead and try these beautiful looking dumplings. So these really caught my eye because they have, they're soft on the top, but on the bottom, they're hand fried. So, about to go in. Wow. Juicy. Very delicious. Kind of your typical tasting dumpling filling meat. Tastes like pork, chives, some onion. The dough is really nice. Soft but crunchy. How I like my pizza. This is a great dumpling. Really good. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. You definitely got to be careful eating these dumplings because the juice and hot side is extremely hot. So you have to eat these dumplings with a little bit of care so you don't burn your face off. I also got this tea, which anywhere you go, whether it's in New York, Asia, Detroit, you'll find this tea. I love this stuff. By the way, these dumplings were $9.99 for 6 really good sized dumplings. I feel it's a pretty fair price nowadays, especially in New York. So $10 for a really nice plate of dumplings that you could probably share with somebody, because there's no way I'm gonna eat all these or I won't have room for anything else. Dumplings probably have to be one of my favorite things on earth. All right, the next spot I am trying is this place right here. This is Tarim Uyghur food. I want to say I may have tried this spot quite a while ago. It was years ago, but I just ordered one of their famous dishes. It's a chicken fried noodle and a samosa. So we're gonna see what's going on. All right, y'all, I am at Tarim Food Stall, which specializes in Uyghur cuisine. I got the chicken fried noodle, and I got samosa. We're gonna dip into this and see what it do. Looks extremely hot. Really good. Spicy, savory, sweet. A little sour, actually. Chicken's very tender and delicious. So the flavors are definitely unique. It's not just Chinese flavors. Some very unique spice and flavors in here. Not your typical tasting Chinese food at all. Almost a little like Mediterranean in a way. Very, very good. Very good. Definitely got some kick to it as well. All right, now we're going to try the samosa. It's a little dark in here. Not sure if you can see this, but now this samosa definitely does not taste Chinese. It tastes very Mediterranean to me. Similar to some Arabic spices. Really good though. All right, so this food stall was absolutely delicious. Tarim Uyghur Cuisine. This is probably something that a lot of you have never tried. I know I think I have tried this cuisine before, but only from being here in New York at this very food court. So if you come to Flushing and you come to the mall, I would give this place a try. It's really unique. And if you like Chinese food and you like Mediterranean food, this is going to be a spot you're really going to enjoy. All right, we are at Xian Sao Chai, food stall number 28. And I went off the recommendation of the owner here. She told me to try the Biang noodle. So we are just waiting for it to come up. And the stall looks really, really nice. All right, let's dive into these cumin lamb noodles. The smell is fantastic. The aroma of these is just really, really nice. Oh, you can smell that cumin, and I love cumin. You can smell the cilantro that they put on top. These are definitely handmade noodles because, you know, they're kind of cut all different lengths and widths, which is the sign of a handmade noodle. Look at that. Oh wow. These are delicious. If you like cumin, you will like these. It's definitely a very heavy, distinctive cumin flavor. The noodles are perfect. My glasses are fogging up. These are delicious noodles. There's nothing like the bite and the chewiness of a homemade noodle. You just can't get that from you know, a dried boiled noodle. All right, I think this is the best thing I've had down here so far. Probably because I just like cumin so much and cilantro. But these noodles are just perfect. So once again, if you come to Flushing Food Court here in the New World Mall, hit number stall 28. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, y'all, that was the New World Mall Food Court. An amazing place to come when you're in Flushing. So we are going to venture outside now to see what kind of stuff we can find. So as some of you guys know, I've recently in the past year and a half lost about 60 pounds. And one thing I've noticed doing these food videos since I used to do them is I cannot eat as much as I used to. And I feel bad throwing away food. But yeah, there's no way that I could review all this food and eat it all. So I'm going to try to hit maybe one or two more spots and then probably take a break. Man, Flushing is such a unique place. I just got back from Southeast Asia, and I gotta say, it's very reminiscent of Southeast Asia. It's crazy. And they have all the same things. All the same foods. Windows of roast porks and poultry. What an amazing place. All right, this little place is catching my eye right here. This looks like a Chinese pork bun sandwich, although there's something a little bit different about this. So I'm gonna have to grab one and try it. So this is not something I'm normally into, but it's really busy and it looks good. So I think I'm gonna give it a whirl. This is like a Taiwanese boba tea kind of coffee tea shop, but it's really busy. People are coming out of here with these crazy looking teas. I'm not super into sweets, but I'm gonna run in here and check this out. All right, y'all, so I just got the Taiwanese boba tea. What's crazy is, you know, I've had boba tea before, but this boba is fresh and it's super hot. So the bottom of the drink is really hot from the fresh boba. And then the top, of course, is ice and cold. So let's try this out. Crazy. Definitely your typical boba tea, but this boba is much more tender than the typical boba bubbles that you usually get in the boba tea. I'm not like a huge fan of this, but this one is really good. So, once again, if you're in Flushing, I would definitely give this a try, especially if you like boba. This is going to be a different experience with the fresh, I guess you'd call it kettle fried boba. Really good.
Hi, sorry. Hello. Okay. You got the show? Yeah. That was weird because I thought
All right, so you know what? I was gonna call it quits earlier because I've been eating a lot and I'm not used to eating this much, but this is like the second or third time I've come to New York in recent that I've missed Luigi's. So I was like, you know what? I had to fucking come here. And I'm really glad I did because I walked in, Jiao had just left the kitchen and sat down at a table to take a break. And he saw my Detroit hat. He's like, you from Detroit? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm literally here just eating pizza. I was like, you're my last stop. He's like, asked me where I went. I was telling him about the places. He's like, sit down. I sat down. I had already ordered 2 slices and I was waiting for it. And Jiao yelled at the kitchen. He's like, hey, get this guy a mozzarella slice. So right away, they got me a mozzarella slice and I got to sit with Jiao and eat it. What a nice guy, man. Like, super nice guy. Yeah, man, it was just a great experience, man. You know, you see people on TV and food shows all the time, and then you come here and you're like, man, dude, this is super fucking cool, man. So a little starstruck actually, and I don't really get starstruck, but what a mensch. But anyways, finally, after years, I get to eat probably some of the best pizza in the country, and I'm a happy guy. There's one thing about this pizza that sets it aside from everything else. Of course, the crust, but the sauce is very distinctive, man. It's got a certain taste. Wow. I mean, dude, it lives up to the hype. It's some of the best pizza in the country. You know, I told him, I was kind of surprised to see you here, Jiao. He's like, man, I never leave. I'm like, you know, it's because you're dedicated to your craft. He's like, you know, it's because I'm a dumb owner. I'm like, no, you're a passionate, dedicated owner is what you are. You know, because I go to a lot of food places, a lot of famous food places, and you know, you see the famous owner on TV, you get to the restaurant, they're never there. Jiao's there working. In fact, he had to get up and start making pizza again. Great fucking pizza. Crispy, soft and crunchy. Amazing sauce. I know it's dark out. This video is probably gonna suck, but it don't matter. It's all about the content. So I had a mozzarella slice, which was great. I had a pepperoni, and now I'm trying a grandma slice. A lot of fresh garlic on there. I think this might actually be the first grandma slice I've ever had in my life, to be quite honest. Great pizza. Great fucking pizza. And when the owner's cool and fucking buys you a slice, I mean, dude, it doesn't get much better than that. Luigi's Pizza. Can't come to New York without getting a Luigi's Pizza, man. Thanks for the pizza, Jiao.